Hey everybody, this is Todd from Copyflight. This is another episode of Copychat, and I wanted to talk about something a little bit today that's been on my mind recently. Actually, I was thinking about it as I was coming to work this morning. Um, One of the biggest issues that most business owners have, particularly solopreneurs and online entrepreneurs, that kind of thing. One of the things you'll hear, and I'm in a number of Facebook business groups, copywriting, web development, digital marketing, SaaS. And one of the things that comes up a lot, it is like one of the most basic questions you get is, where do I find leads? I mean, how do I get started? I mean, there's a lot of variables that go in with getting started, and that's a much more complicated answer than what I'm going to address here. But I hear people talking about leads, needing leads, that kind of thing, and also see that some people have maybe not been aggressive, but they have an email list. They put up an email newsletter uh, form on their page, and people actually sign up. Now, you may not have thousands of people, but you've got a few. Um, if you want to, I want you to take a look at that and realize that those are actually leads. They are your leads. Now, you may have leads that you um, work with that are not online, if you will. They maybe you meet with them in person, that kind of thing. But it's come out in the last week or so. We had Black Friday last month. There's Cyber Monday today. You may be getting emails from people that only send you something once a year. I've heard people on Twitter talking about this. Um, what I don't understand is, if you have an email list and you have more than 10 on the list, why you aren't emailing these people? That they are leads. They are actually leads, and leads eventually make purchases. And those are the best kinds of leads because they've been with you for a while. You've nurtured them for the long run. Now I know you need cash flow, and again, this is a more complicated answer to how to get started and how to grow your business. Those answers are much more complicated. But in this case, if you have a list, an opt-in list, it is something that you own, that you can send something to every single week. Some people send something daily. Now I know that I don't know. I was actually talking to a good friend about this morning. He works with a lot of medium-sized enterprise businesses, does inbound marketing and sales training, and we were talking about this. And you know, these are people that have a good budget. They have cash flow, and they have an email list, and sometimes they just don't email. And I'm like, why do they not email? Because they are leads. And he goes, well, they don't know. They don't have anything to say. I said, you've got plenty of things to say. Trust me when I tell you that. There are plenty of things you can say. We can talk about that. I can actually get on a call with you and talk about things you can say to your email list, but that's besides the point. I want you to think about your email list not as somebody that you have to send something to, but think about them as leads, because that's exactly what they are. I also want to point to an article that was shared this morning on Twitter, and I'm going to drop it in the link as a link below the video, wherever you see this video, whether it's on social media or YouTube. I'm going to drop that link. It's from Ann Handley, who is pretty much everybody's expert in digital marketing when it comes to content and copy. She has a book I recommend all the time. It's Everyone Writes. Everybody Writes is a great book for people who have to write regularly, whether it's emails or websites or blogs or whatever. Great tips in there. But I recommend that book. But she has this incredible email, or this incredible blog post here that's written at Emma, the email content provider service, and it says your email newsletter is no longer important. It's vital, and she gives 11 reasons why. Now, let me tell you, she is someone we all look up to and respect. I encourage you to go read this email or this blog post because her points are on target. But I want you to think about your email list in terms of leads. Now, again, there's always this question about what do I write? If you're an e-commerce business, I'm going to drop a link to a new e-commerce email marketing guide that my friend Danavir just put out. I'm going to drop that below as well. If you're in the e-commerce business, let me tell you, there is something that you can say every week, and it's about building a relationship. And I think that's the one thing that we that we lose in the whole process. We somehow we think we have to market to people. No, you got to build a relationship. That is the essence of the best marketing, is actually building a relationship with people. Because, and the first question or the first reason that Ann gives is, we are human. We are human. Your customers are human. The people on your email list behind that email, they are a human being. So consider them as a lead, and don't neglect that email list. Now, if you have a budget, I highly encourage you to hire an email copywriter. If you don't have the time, there are lots of email copywriters available. I know them. And if you want to ping me and tell me what kind of business you have, I'll be happy to see if I can find somebody to hook you up. But the bottom line is, if you have an email list, you should be emailing these people because they are leads. So appreciate you taking the time to listen to my rant. I hope you guys have a great holiday, and I'll be back soon. Talk to you later.